promises of miracles without virtues are an encouragement in fraud and deceit. If to go by that topic alone, it will not take you long before you realize that the churches today, in most part, where too much emphasis is being placed on miracles, you will discover that by that emphasis alone, talking about miracles, emphasizing miracles, pointing to miracles and breakthroughs, telling people that that is what church is supposed to be about: miracles, prophecies, breakthroughs. And when that is overly emphasized, and when there is too much emphasis on miracles, prophecies, on expectations of wonders, without the due balance of virtues, processes, the significance and importance of goods, production of goods and services, without emphasizing and teaching and the importance of the process of production. When emphasis and undue emphasis and too much emphasis, if you see a nation where too much emphasis are placed on miracles, on supernatural provision, on supernatural providence, and without emphasis or without enough emphasis on processes of production, on procedures, when not enough emphasis are placed on virtues, on value systems, when the emphasis is mainly about God or somebody supernaturally bringing things, providing things, providing needs, and bringing about provision of stuff without the due process of acquiring those things or working towards those things, without the due emphasis on dignity of labor, without due emphasis on diligence, without due emphasis on other virtues that would be responsible for bringing things into your life. When the whole emphasis is about God would do it, or miracles will come your way, or signs and wonders, or breakthroughs, or all those things, when those things are the emphasis of the pulpit of a nation, when the majority or a large percentage of the population of a country is always expecting miracles and looking forward towards miracles, that emphasis by itself is encouraging and giving birth to fraudulent practices. Now, so I could confidently tell you that what is called 419 in our country, or fraudulent crime in our country, is mainly being fueled by churches. Whenever a group of people are not being told and not being taught, when a group of people are not being instructed about the processes that it takes to produce anything, but you are only explaining to that group of people that the thing that they need, it is possible for them to acquire it or to get it without paying any price. When you tell people that anything they need, that they don't need to really go through any procedure of producing that thing, when you tell people that the only thing they need to do is just to come up and show up in some meetings and let some men speak some incantations or some prayers or some words upon their lives, and once the man of God has made some affirmations or pronunciations, that you could just go and in some unexplainable ways and means you'll be able to get what you need without going through the hard work, without going through the difficulties, without going through the pain that is encouraging fraud in the land. So any human being, when they are being told that they don't need to go through the process, that they can just get something that other people have spent their whole life to get for nothing, when I can get this for nothing, when I can get this just by showing up, and my father or my other people have seen them suffer 10 years 20 years of working at, and they don't have this thing. Of course. And you know that it is not criminal. You know it's not criminal. So you know that you are not stealing from anybody. You are just getting blessed. You are just getting anointed. You are just sowing seed, and you are going to get that thing, that big house that my father or my uncle worked for 20 years or 30 years of his life, or all this life he worked to be able to build this house. And I can build 2 times the size of that house, or 4 times the size of that house. I can build that house without even waiting 20 years, without working 10 years, without even working 1 year. Just go and receive favor. 1 day of favor alone, just 1 day, is enough for me to be able to build that house that all these people spend all their lives to build. Of course, I will be tempted. Of course, my greed will respond to that. It's the gospel of greed. It's the gospel of greed. It is the gospel of deceit. And it is this kind of gospel that is breeding and raising up 419s. It is this kind of gospel that is raising up a generation of people that don't know how to work anymore. A generation of people that don't want to work. A generation of people that want to get something for nothing. A generation of people that think that just showing up in the church, or just even not going to church, that they could just do some few things or just do some fraudulent thing and they will be able to get something. That's why they would rather be fraudulent. They would rather cheat, because they know that it is possible. Now, so when somebody tells you that you can get something instant now, or next week, next month, without you going through the process, without you observing the order of run of the way things are supposed to be done, something is wrong somewhere. We reduce our humanity. We reduce our humanity. We become animals. We lose our senses. We reduce ourselves. So anytime you are promised something that will be instant, or okay, I've already dealt with the fact that when you are promised something that will be instant, it's fraud and it is deceit.